And can you all see my Word document here?
Yes.
All right, welcome RE/MAX Distinctive Agents. This is our first required licensing training for October, and this is for the Commonwealth of Virginia today. And this is going to be a topic on exaggeration and the consequences of exaggeration. So, all right, Wise is was a buyer's agent, and he created a marketing booklet for the purchase of properties at 1220 and 1222 West Ocean View Avenue in Norfolk. The booklet included proposed site plan, rental information, and active listings. The booklet falsely stated that the proposed site plan had been reviewed and approved by Norfolk's zoning commission manager, claiming it conformed to current zoning guidelines. The zoning manager, Lenny Newcomb, later confirmed that the proposed site plan did not meet zoning requirements. Specifically, the plan showed a re-subdivision of 2 lots into 4 separate lots, with 3 lots relying on a 10-foot ingress-egress easement, otherwise known as a flag. This configuration would require a special exception for a flag-shaped lot, which was not approved. A flag is just where a pipe stem comes out for access, usually for a driveway. That's what that usually is. Count 2, misrepresentation and unlicensed contractor work. Wise falsely claimed to be a retired U.S. commander, which is equivalent to a lieutenant colonel in the other services, which led his clients, Dr. and Mrs. Landry, to believe he had a high level of integrity. In reality, Wise had only served as an enlisted lower level, enlisted E4 in the Naval Reserves. A little bit of an exaggeration there. Wise misled the Landrys into increasing his commission from 5 to 5.5%, falsely stating that he would be fired if he accepted a lower commission. His sales manager, whoops, what happened here? Where are we? If he would be fired, except his sales manager never made such a statement. Wise represented himself as a licensed contractor, assisted the Landrys in constructing a second-story family home at their property in Virginia Beach, did not complete the work, and was later convicted in Virginia Beach Circuit Court for acting as an unlicensed contractor. Nice, right? All right, so the disciplinary actions, he was fined $2,500 for, $250 for each violation of the board's 1999 regulations, totaling $500, and he was ordered to reimburse $300 in investigative costs, bringing the total financial penalty to $800. His license was also revoked due to his violations to the board. So Wise was required to pay a total of $800 within 30 days. Failure to pay comply with the terms of the order would result in the automatic suspension of his license until compliance was achieved. In the event default or insufficient funds, Wise would be responsible for additional penalties, including 10% fee, interest, and administrative costs. It was finalized in May of 2004. So we don't even need to discuss the fact that he was a legend in his own mind. We'll focus on count 1. So by not mentioning the need for approval of a zoning variance for the flag, access to the landlocked lots, the licensee misrepresented the approval condition from the zoning official. The buyers assumed that the marketing materials were truthful, and that was the basis of the decision to buy the lot. Let's assume he wasn't conflating the zoning conditions intentionally. If he had not been conflating them intentionally, he failed to have a clear understanding of what the zoning requirements were, number 1. Number 2, he didn't verify the document the alleged zoning official with the zoning officials approved, so he didn't verify that with documentation. If you're going to say that something is approved, you better have something in documentation to prove that. that you got the ability to be able to prove that. He assumed it would all work out. In truth, caveat emptor aspect of the Virginia Commonwealth Constitution did not place the burden on the buyer, it placed the blame on the licensee. So, in a lot of cases, we can often point to caveat emptor when something falls to the buyer's responsibility in this case, in these situations. But because he claimed and asserted that there was an approval, he circumvented that and inserted himself into the liability by claiming that. If he had not even stated the lot was approved, he might have had a better protection. But because he stated himself because he stated that it was approved, he circumvented caveat emptor and inserted the liability on himself. So anybody have thoughts on this?
Sounds like he got off light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dan, did
So
you say he lost his license?
yeah, yes, he did. Yeah.
But can he get it back, or like, is it just
Yeah,
done?
he could probably get it back, assuming that he pays the
Fines.
penalties. Yeah, he could probably get it back from something like that. They'll probably slap his hand and scold him, and it'll stay on his record, but it won't. He could probably end up getting it back.
But that's like an old case, right?
Yeah, it is
There's anything
2004. Yeah. Yeah. So watch what you say, be able to back up what you say with proof. All right. Anybody else have any other comments, thoughts, or questions?
Hey, Dan, what do you think about like in saying this about falsifying stuff? I've seen and maybe, they probably need to put it across the front of the photo. But you've seen a couple listings where, it's a backyard and they have the graphic designers drop in a pool and say what your backyard can look like. But on
Mhm.
some of the photos, people don't even like, to me, across the photo itself, it should say, I don't know, virtual future, I don't know, something. But don't you
Yeah.
think that's kind of dangerous? Like some of those, unless you like fully disclose across the bottom of the picture that it's virtual.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'd have to disclose it somewhere, either across the picture or somewhere in the document. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're begging for trouble. Disclosure is your friend. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. If you got any other questions, I can stick
Hey,
around, but I will
Dan.
stop this
Uh,
and I'll stop the recording and we can go on. Have a great day and sell something. Yes, go ahead, Kevin.
well, you may want to say to the group, my condo example of whether you're a listing